Hey guys, it's me. Sorry, I kind of had to stop recording because that was kind of hard for me to say. Play at 1.5 times speed or 2.0 times speed or whatever speed you want. I don't care at this point. But I'm gonna finish my story, even though it slightly hurts. And when I stood up, I couldn't look this guy straight in the face. It's like I could see him, but I couldn't look him straight in the face. And I saw him look at me, look at the feather, look at me, shake his head, and if you're as young as me, you know someone does that when they're disappointed or you did something wrong. And they're just like, dude, what are you doing? And he looked back at the feather, looked back at me, looked at the feather, and tossed it away immediately. Like, it and that was the weight. It was just like gone. Like nothing. And when he did that, after he did that, he smiled. And it wasn't like a big smile or anything like that. It was just a slight smile going, hey, you're okay. Get up, go. You're not done yet. And so after that, everything went back to the way it was. I was at the beach again. All the girls were not around. Not anymore. All the food was around, but I had to get up and get it, which was fine. I was just enjoying the peace and quiet. And then after that, it's kind of like I woke up, but instead of waking up, it's like I'm trying to put out of body experience into your head, um, into my head, so I can describe it to you. But it's like I was over my body. No, it's like I was in my body, but I couldn't move or do anything like that. I couldn't talk, but I could see. And pretty clearly at that, I saw the nurse to the left of me. I saw the nurses walking out in the hall. I saw my mom. I saw my best friend that went down to San Francisco with me. I saw the people that came to visit. But I couldn't do anything. And while I was, I guess, as you can say, out of my body, but it was kind of inside my body. I was at peace. Like there was nothing terrifying. I could see my body lying there, and I wasn't scared at all. I wasn't worried about me. I wasn't worried about anything. I just remember seeing myself and not wanting to go back. But at the same time, I wanted nothing more than to go back. And when I did end up going back 6 weeks later, all that peace that I had was gone. There was no more. I, I couldn't find it anymore. I couldn't get it from someone. And it tore me up worse than anything I could ever imagine, because I couldn't have that. And I cannot cry but I can feel the tears going in my veins, but they can't come out my eyes, so I literally cannot cry. It's weird, but it's exactly what happens, and that's what's happening right now, a lot. And after that, I decided to give my life to God. So everything that I go through did not matter because I was put through so much. Mentally and spiritually, that it didn't really matter. And I'll tell you another story that ties in with this. I'm 28. When I was 27, my birthday is in January, and in December of 2023, I cut my pinky almost completely off. And it didn't hurt at all. Even when shock, because initial shock does take effect. Even when that wore off, it really didn't hurt. And all I could remember at that point was I gave my life to God. Nothing that could hurt me physically could hurt me spiritually. From what I've gone through, there's just no going back to what I used to be, because how can anyone even go back to who they were? I know I can't. So I sit here with a slow voice, like a Neanderthal, with a walk like a drunk almost. My body doesn't even know what it's like to be drunk. I've I don't know how many drinks, and my body, I'm still exactly the same. My senses are still firing when I drink. My speech hasn't slowed down more than it already is because it's slowed down now, but it's always been slow since the surgery. And my walking never changed either because I've always walked like a drunk in some way, shape, or form since the surgery. So I really did not change when I drank at all. I don't know if that was a one-time thing because God's just like, yeah, no, we're not doing that. Or it was my body just not knowing it at all. But either way, I can't witness at, I can't comprehend anything after what I've witnessed. So all I'm going to say is there's a type of love out there, and it's agape love. God shows you the kind of love he, he shows you, that agape love that's brighter than the sun, that's deeper than any ocean. There, the amount of love pales in the amount of stars in the sky pales in comparison to the amount of love that he has shown me. And I want you all to know, if you take one thing from me at all, I want you to know don't let God go. If you have God in your life, there is nothing that can hurt you, that can steal your joy, that can hurt you. There's just nothing that can harm you at all. So don't let God go. It may be easy to let Him go, but don't. Because even when my mom was crying, when we found out that I had a brain tumor, which I did not tell you guys, she was crying, and all I could do was sit there deadpanned in the car, looking straight ahead. And she looks at me and she says, "Aren't you scared? Why aren't you crying?" And I look straight into her eyeballs, her eyes, and I point up. I said, "God's got this." She instantly stopped. It didn't really even look like she was crying to begin with after that. But I just want to say, if you take one thing away from me, take the knowledge of to always have God with you, to always keep Him in your heart, to always hold Him close to you, to walk side by side with Him. Because to me, there is no greater love than what He can provide. And I want you all to experience that exact same love, joy, and peace that He gives me. And I want you all to enjoy that too. So please, don't let God go. It'll be hard. It'll be hard for me. Trust me, I know. But don't let Him go without a fight. Anyway, I'm off, guys. Sorry for rambling on. just a story I had to tell. Thanks for listening. God bless.